All right, guys. Well, welcome to Mindful Conversations. And I have an amazing guest, Marcus. Marcus, thank you for coming. Thank you, honey, for taking the time to do this interview, and just to have this mindful conversation with me. Thank you so much. How are you?
What up, family? I'm doing incredible, man. I'm doing very well. I'm grateful for you and this incredible community for welcoming me in. Hey, I feel like we family now. I'm just gonna throw that out
I
there.
know.
I'm excited for a powerful conversation, and I hope you guys sit back, buckle up, and get ready to be impacted, because that's what we do.
Right? Oh my God. Okay, I heard Marcus for the first time on Clubhouse. And I was like blown away by the level, an amazing voice too. But the level of energy is just so contagious, so powerful. It just lifts you up. If you're having a bad day and you hear this guy's voice, it's like, oh my
Wow.
God.
That means a lot to me. And I focus a lot on how I come and how I present myself. I mean, it's a big deal for people to be able to feel that connection, for people to be able to feel that level of connectedness. A lot of times people now feel it before I even come into a room. They're just like, uh-oh, he's close, here we go. But I just speak from my whole soul, and I just package up everything, my heart, my experience, my pain, everything I ever been through. I bottle it and I give it back to you the way that I feel it.
Right.
Straight up.
And that's what I love about you, because you're so honest. You're just so real. And I don't think, I believe that's what people love. People love people that are real. They want, they want honesty. They want the real deal. I mean, they want to feel related to that person. And if you've been through, all this pain and failing and everything, and that you are in the position that you are right now, motivating those people that you at one point you were in that place, you understand their pain. And so you're able to bring them with you and be like, it's okay, I got you.
I want 1
That's
million.
how it feels.
No, thank you. That really means a lot to me, because at the end of the day, the greatest compliment you could give me is to say that it's real, because that's what I strive to be. Me and my business partner, we always throw it out. Like, we just want to show people that you can be real. You don't have to be a highlight reel. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Every day doesn't have to be perfect. You can show up, because the greatest gift you have to give this entire world is to be 100% authentically you. And so once I learned that and I start walking in that, I want to show other people that's the way too. There's a freedom in that. And I want to free other people from self-imposed prisons and the prison that they're gathering societally that tells them they got to be something else other than what they are to be accepted, loved, cared for, or to fit in. False. Whoever told you that lied, and you can tell them I said it. You can be you.
Yes. Oh my God. It's like, yes. Yes, absolutely. Oh my God. I could not agree more with you. Like, absolutely. But I wanted to ask you, at one point when you fell, how did you came out of that? How did you brought yourself up from that pain?
I love the question. And I think the first few times when I was very young, probably much younger than most, it was more difficult, because the first time you face a major adversity in life, you don't know how it works out. You don't know what's on the other side. You don't know if it's going to get better, but then it does. You just keep living and it gets better. And then you go through something again. And this time you're still afraid. You're still worried. You're still anxious, anxiety. All of the things kick in, but then you get through it. And there comes a point in time where you go through so much that you have to allow logic to enter your heart and just realize that, listen, if I just keep going, if I don't give up, then this will pass just like everything else passed. And what I do is now it's funny. I'm probably crazy. Like, I'm not saying you should be this way, but when really bad things happen to me now, I start laughing because I'm like, all right, I don't know how, but I know this is going to work out for me. I'm going to learn something. I'm going to gain something from this. So I'm just like ready. All right, what's the point? What's the lesson? How can I implement this in my life so I can get better? But it took a lot of years to get there. That didn't happen overnight. So when you're talking about those earlier times, it literally was just resolving in my heart that I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to quit. I'm going to keep putting one foot in front of the other. That literally is the definition of motivation. The reason people are so inspired by my story is because I didn't quit. And the only thing that makes you a failure in this life is not failing itself. Failing does not make you a failure. The only thing that makes you a failure is if you quit or you do not try. So just keep going and it gets better.
I just want to clap. Like, yeah, absolutely. Oh my God. I'm with you. I feel the same way. And I think this is why in the community that we connect so well because we are in the same mindset and we both understand what it took to get out from that pain and that we're still going through pain, but hey, now we can laugh about it. Now we can actually laugh about it. I had, like whenever I had a bad day or something, and I'm like texting my friend, like, oh yeah, this happened, but ha ha ha, ha, and I put the little laughing emoji. And they're like, what is wrong with you? You're laughing? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I figure I might as well laugh because I've been through so much, just like you said, like you, that at the end, like right at the end, when you're about to feel like you're like falling, right? And it's God, the universe just comes and pulls you out of that hole, and you're like, whew, I made it. It's like, I made it for like 1 minute, but I made it. So same thing. It's like, you know what? You go through these different experiences in life. It's a cycle. But like you're saying, when you learn that lesson, you learn to take that issue, that problem, that, whatever it is, take it for what it is, with grace, and take it with grace. And even be thankful for it because there is a lesson from that. There is a lesson that you're going to learn from that. Or if something is taken away from you, now what I think is like, well, if this is being taken away from me, is because the universe, God doesn't want me to have it, not because it's a bad thing, but because He has something better prepared for me. So it excites me now. It's like, okay, but this was great, but it's not working and it's being taken away from me. Shoot. So then what is it that is coming now? And I'm like, right. So then
I feel like Drake.
You get like all excited because it's like, all right, well, okay, yeah, your ego gets hurt or whatever, but then you have the consciousness that God and the universe is going to make it work for you. He has something better prepared for you, and that gives you hope. It gives you that nice feeling that something better is coming, and it just excites you too.
I love everything you just said. It put me in the mind of Drake, as I was saying. Like, we see what's about to happen next. Like, it's that anticipation of like, I know that everything I've ever been through, I came out on the other side, and this will be no different. So let's see how. Let's see what I gain. Like you said, when something's taken away, it's only making room for something greater. And that's a mentality that you learn from overcoming, from resilience. And all of you are warriors. That's the thing. And I love to hear you speak, by the way. Like, you communicate with such a depth of heart. Like, and I just wanted to give you some flowers and let you know that, like, I'm honored that you have me here, a part of the community. And I just love the resonance that you communicate with. So you guys are lucky to have her. You get to have her on a regular basis. So cherish it, appreciate it, because she's giving you real. This is, if you're willing to take the things that you're learning and apply them to your life, you can transform everything. Legit.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that too. I really appreciate you because I do admire you too. And I feel like like I met you in Clubhouse, and I admire everyone that is in it, in that group. It's just such a beautiful community. It really builds you up. You have this support system. It's a support system that you are being supported by others that are at the same, vibrating at the same level of you, or even higher. And you can look up, and have those people as an example, or you can see it as a roadmap and be like, that's what I want to get. That's what I'm striving for.
I think
Because they've been there.
And that's what's so powerful about surrounding yourself with those type of people, because we're all going to have down days. We're all going to have days where we struggle, and how you respond to that often is a direct reflection of who's in your circle. Who are the people that you turn to when adversity hits? Are they people who are tearing you down? Are they people who are naysayers? Are they people who are telling you that you don't have what it takes? Are they people who make you feel worse when you get out of their presence? Or are they people who've been there before, who've been down the road, who are willing to share the lessons they've learned, encourage, uplift, edify, and give you a piece of them so that you can sustain what you've been through, so that you can keep making a difference and you can fulfill your dreams and your mission and your purpose on the planet. And that's why I'm grateful to be a part of that community.
I love it. I love what you're saying. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love it. And yes, absolutely. Me too. It's like, this is why I keep connecting and, just have this kind of like energy around, and surrounding yourself with those, positive mindset, and kind of like taking from, all those different people, because obviously everyone has different skills. So you're learning too from those people, they have different skills, and you're taking them too and learning. And I love learning. So that's one thing that, I love to listen to people that are like you, Natasha Brano, and, everyone else. But I absolutely love that. And I cannot thank you enough for being here, and just, being here with your presence and your energy, and just, I love it.
The honor is really mine. And I know that, like, I get to do a lot of these, but the reason I like to say yes, and I say no to a lot of people. So you guys, I'm honored to be here. But the people I say yes to has everything to do with heart alignment, because there's no substitute for heart alignment. So there's a lot of people who are building a lot of hype shows. I'm not about that life. But when I see the heart behind a human being and what they're building, that's the things that I say yes to. So what I'm telling those of you who are listening is that I'm here because this is about heart. This is about giving. This is about serving you. These mindful conversations are to give you the blueprint, to give you the tools, to give you the tactics, the strategies, some practical steps to take so that you can transform your life, because you might feel stuck right now, but it doesn't have to be that way. You might see a future ahead of you that you feel like you want, and you feel like it's possible. You want to manifest it, but you don't know how. Or maybe you don't even believe because you're hurt, because you're sad, because you're discouraged, because somebody sucked the life out of you. And when you come and you surround yourself with these type of people and you listen to these type of conversations, you're getting fuel that will propel you into where you want to be. So that's the importance of being here. And that's why I'm grateful that we're having the conversation.
Oh my God. Thank you for saying that. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we've been there. We've been there. I've been through divorce. I've been through all kinds of stuff. And yet this is why I wanted to make this show, because I wanted to impact people in a positive way. I wanted to let, women and men know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to go through pain. It's okay to fail. It's okay, because that's just going to teach you and give you that resilience necessary to build you up even higher than what you possibly think. I never thought I was going to have a show. Right? Especially when I was at that lowest point of my life. I didn't think I could do anything. And here I am talking to you. So the point of this show is to give people hope that it is possible. It is possible for everyone. I came from a little town in Veracruz, Mexico. I didn't speak English, and I'm here having a show in Lux Media, talking to you. So it is possible. It is possible. If you dream it, you can have it.
Woo, snap. I mean, you just said so much. I'm over here trying not to jump through the ceiling. I want to touch on a couple of things you said. Number one, struggle. There's no strength apart from struggle. I love that you said it's okay not to be okay. Listen, if you're not okay right now, give yourself grace. Struggling doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. And we all will struggle at some point. So come to grips with where you are. But so one of my mentors is Les Brown. If you guys never heard of him, just Google the name. Like, he's literally one of the top motivational speakers of all time. And so he does this teaching called Choosing Your Future. Choosing Your Future is a really powerful teaching. And you just, it's funny because you just gave point number one. It's a 6-point process to really manifesting the future that you love, that you so desperately desire. And the first step is to believe that it's possible. And you said it's possible. Look at where you came from and look at where you are. Look at you hosting a show. Look at you shining bright. Look at you impacting. Look at you changing lives. You're doing it because it was possible. And I hope you guys see her and you don't just look at her story, but you look at your own story and you allow her to be an inspiration to what's possible for your life. But not only is it possible, number two, it's necessary. It was necessary for you to show up because somebody literally is sitting in a seat that you sat and they were waiting on your story so that you could be the one to have the key to unlock the prison that they're trapped in right now. But number three, it's you. It's not anybody else that's going to come and transform your life. It's you. You are the superhero of your story. You are the one with the power to make all of your dreams come true and happen. It's you. But when you come to grips with all of that, number four is, but it's hard. It is. It's hard. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is easy. Success is easy. Growing an audience is easy. Showing up and speaking in front of people. I'm not going to tell you none of that's easy because it's not. But number five is it's worth it. So it's hard, but it's worth it. The sacrifice is worth it. The struggle is worth it. What you build is worth it. The reward for your sacrifice, your dedication, your hard work, your belief is worth it. And then number six, and the last point is it's done. The dream that you dream that's resonating inside your gut, inside your soul, that you want so bad, it's already done. Question is, are you willing to believe and are you willing to show up? Take the step, pour your heart into it. Because if you do, you can have the life you so dream.
Oh my God. I just want to like get up and like, oh my God. Yes, 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 and yes to all of it. This is why I wanted to do this show, to have people like you inspiring, everyone that is listening right now. Oh my God, that's just like, whew, you brought me to, like, I got the chills right now. I'm like, got one tear up.
I love it. Because go ahead.
Yeah, because it's just that energy, and like as I know I keep saying that, but it is so real. It's so powerful. And it just shows how possible it is, like it is possible. You just have to believe it.
Every time you say that, I feel it in my soul because anything you can think in your mind is possible. I left my full-time job not 3 years ago to step out, to believe that I was going to be one of the top speakers in the world one day. Don't ask me why I thought that was possible, but I did. And I reached out to one of the top speakers in the world, and he became my personal mentor, my coach. Now he's one of my best friends. You go from that to now, like I'm literally being mentored by several of the top speakers in the world. That doesn't make sense. But it was a belief that I had in myself that caused me to take certain steps and actions along the journey. And it was a lot of work. It was a lot of patience. It was a lot of sacrifice, but I did it because I loved it. And I always tell people, do it for the love, not for the likes. Don't sign up to chase your dream, hoping you get a couple of claps, hoping you get a couple of followers, hopefully that you get a couple of, like a little bit of internet clout. Don't do it for that, because when it doesn't come, you'll quit. Because nobody was checking for me for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden it just, boom, it just took off. But I was consistent from day one. So what I'm telling you is it's very possible, and it's probable if you're willing to believe and show up. So what are you waiting on?
Right. And you said something very powerful there. You did it because you love it. And when it comes from love, when it comes from a place of love, what do you receive? You receive more love back, right? And that abundance that you're looking for, that whereas, yes, some people go for a career or job, whatever, because of the money. They're thinking, how much money am I going to make up from this? But when you're doing a service, when you're doing it from a place of love, I'm doing this because I love doing this, because I want to motivate people, because I love connecting with people, and I want to give them, that freedom. It's coming from a place of love and service, and that's what you're receiving. You're receiving that love back. And just abundance just keeps coming to you. Right? It's just, you create this cycle of abundance based on love.
I think that's so good. You're so right. And I hope you guys will take that in your heart and don't let it go in one ear and out the other, but you really apply it. Because if you do what you love, they often say you'll never work another day in your life again. And that's not necessarily true, but what I will say is it doesn't feel like work. Like I wake up in the morning serving people. I go to bed serving people. All throughout the day, I'm interacting, I'm communicating, I'm serving people, but it doesn't feel like work because it's what I love to do.
Right.
And there's something you love to do that you can tap into, that you can make a living off, that you can be sustained, that you can literally fulfill your mission, your purpose, and your dreams all in one. Are you willing to go for it? Are you willing to remove fear, or not even remove it? Just show up in spite of fear, because courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is showing up in spite of that fear and going for what you want. Life is too short not to. Tomorrow isn't promised. The richest place in the world is the grave, from all the dreams that went and died, that were buried there with the people who were too afraid to take the step. I don't want that to be you. I want you to show up and take the step anyway, because you can. And if you do it, you know it was coming at some point. If you're willing to do it, you can make all of your dreams come true. So do it. Because you can.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Oh my God, Marcus, thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time. I know you're a busy, busy man. So thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for bringing your wonderful, exciting, powerful energy here and sharing it with everyone, and just bringing your just beautiful smile and just that energy, and just so positive, full of positivity, and just being so motivational, and everything. It's just amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. And I'm honored to have been your guest. I love to connect with you guys. If you guys want to send me a message, feel free. You can find me on Instagram at mblackspeaks and connect with me. Like I really get back to people, and that's how, we formed a relationship and been able to communicate on Instagram, support each other. Yes. If there's any way I can support you moving forward, please let me know. And I'm just honored to be connected to a world changer like you, my friend.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, glutathione is a big word, but it's the body's own master antioxidant. So it's a scavenger for free radicals, for bacteria, and what's relevant now, viruses. This is new to the marketplace. There's no other product on the market that has the ingredient NACET.
And basically NACET increases the production of that glutathione that is in our body already to strengthen and enhance our immune system and keep it strong.
Elevated sense of well-being. Supports muscle strength and endurance.
Cognitive function. Powerful liver support.
Energy. Helps blood sugar regulation. Superior bioavailability of key ingredients.
One of your best defenses against COVID is a strong immune system. Taking GSH Plus as a daily supplement does all that. And now we have the product out on the marketplace.